Hello, everyone, and happy World Book Day. If you haven't recognized my voice already, it's me, Miss Landry, and today I'm going to share with you one of my favorite stories about a young girl who had a dream to change the world. This young girl's name was Malala, and she is a young girl who grew up in Pakistan. When she was young, Malala realized that some people lived quite different lives to her. And she wanted to make the world a better, more peaceful place for everyone. At just 15 years old, Malala won the Nobel Peace Prize. This is a huge accomplishment, and she is known throughout the world for her hard work to help girls be able to go to school. This is an image of the back of the story. It says this is the true story of one girl's wish for a better world. Let's get reading. Malala's Magic Pencil by Malala Yousafzai. Do you believe in magic? When I was younger, I used to watch a TV show about a boy who had a magic pencil. If he was hungry, he drew a bowl of curry, and it appeared. If he and his friends were in danger, he drew a police officer. The boy was a little hero, always protecting people who needed help. How I wanted a magic pencil too. If I had a magic pencil, I would use it too. Put a lock on my door so my brothers couldn't bother me. Or stop time so I could sleep for an extra hour every morning. Or I'd use my magic pencil to erase the smell of the rubbish dump near our house. And I would use it to make other people happy. I would draw the most beautiful dresses in the world for my mother, the best buildings in the valley for my father, so he could open many schools where children would study for free. Or I'd use it to draw a proper ball, so my brothers and I no longer had to play with an old sock stuffed with rubbish. Every night, before I went to bed, I wished for a magic pencil of my own. And every morning I would wake up and check my cupboard. But the magic pencil was never there. One day, I was throwing away potato peelings and eggshells at the dump. I was wrinkling my nose, swatting away flies, and making sure I didn't step on anything dirty in my nice shoes, when I saw a girl about my age sorting rubbish into piles. Nearby, boys were fishing for metal scraps, using magnets on strings. I wonder why they were doing that. Let's keep reading. When my father returned home from work, I told him what I'd seen. It made him sad. "Abba?" I said. "Yes, Johnny," he said back. I always liked when he called me dear one. "Why haven't I seen that girl in my class?" "Because," he said, but he didn't finish right away. "Because, Johnny, in our country, not everyone sends their daughters to school. And some children must work to support their family. These boys will sell the metal scraps they find. If they went to school, their families would go hungry." School was my favorite place. But I had never considered myself lucky to be able to go. Do you consider yourself lucky to go to school? I certainly do. My father had always said, "Malala will live free as a bird." Now, I wondered how free I'd truly be. That night, I thought about families who didn't have enough food, and the girl who couldn't go to school, and even about how when I was older, I would be expected to cook and clean for my brothers, because where I came from, many girls weren't allowed to become what they dreamed of. I knew then that if I had the magic pencil, I would use it to draw a better world, a peaceful world. First, I would erase war, poverty, and hunger. Then I would draw girls and boys together as equals. Over the next few years, instead of wishing for a magic pencil every night, I worked hard in school every day. I wanted to be one of the top students in my class. But soon, powerful and dangerous men declared that girls were forbidden from attending school. They walk the streets of our city now. They carried weapons. I can see from this picture how scared Malala looks, and how scared and sad she must have been when she was no longer supposed to attend school. One by one, girls stopped coming to school. Abba, where are all the students? They don't feel safe here anymore, Johnny. How could a few men stop all the girls in our valley from going to school? If more people knew what was happening to us, I thought, they might help. Wishing wasn't enough. Someone needed to speak out. Why not me? Let's remember that at this time, Malala was only 13 or 14 years old, and she had the courage to speak out against something she thought was wrong. I wrote about what it felt like to be scared to walk to school, and how some of my friends had moved away because of the threat they faced in our city. I wrote about how much I loved school and how proud I was of my uniform. Once I started writing, I didn't stop. I wrote speeches and traveled around my country, sharing my story. I even talked to a reporter from a famous international newspaper. People actually wanted to learn about my life. I spoke for all the girls in my valley who couldn't speak for themselves. I can see the determination in Malala's face in this picture. How she is speaking out for those who can't speak for themselves. My voice became so powerful that dangerous men tried to silence me. But they failed. And now my voice is louder than ever. Louder because people have joined me, and together we make a chorus, standing up for what we believe. We raise our voices for those in need. We help people in danger, even if they are an ocean away. We think of the world as a family. And it's true. People have joined Malala and supported her and her beliefs, and now she has a very large international foundation supporting girls in education. Do you still believe in magic? I do. I wrote alone in my room, but people all over the world were reading my story. Millions now know it and help me spread my message of hope. I had at last found the magic I was looking for, in my words and in my work. I am Malala. I've always wished I could make the world a more peaceful place. And every day I work to make my wish come true. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. And that's the end of our story. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Now, here on the left-hand side, there is a special letter to the reader from Malala herself. This letter says, "Dear friend, as a child, I used to watch a TV show called Shakalaka Boom Boom. It was about a boy named Sanju who could make anything real by drawing it with a magic pencil he found. Sanju and his friends were always getting into trouble, and the magic pencil would help them get out of it. But my early childhood was mostly trouble-free. I grew up in the beautiful Swat Valley in northwest Pakistan, the sister and 2 cheeky little brothers, and the only daughter of a resilient mother and inspiring father who was a school head teacher. Trouble came to my valley when I was 10 years old, and girls were forbidden from going to school. At first I thought, what can I do? I'm just a child. As I watched my father speak out for girls' education, I realized I had a voice too, and I wanted to use it. I believed then, as I believe now, that all children should have access to education. When we are young, we feel powerless. We rely on adults to do the serious work. However, when real danger threatened my right to go to school, I felt stronger than ever, and I found power in my voice. Once, I wished for Sanju's magic pencil. Now, I know that when you find your voice, every pencil can be magic. I hope that my story inspires you to find the magic in your own life and to always speak up for what you believe in. Magic is everywhere in the world, in knowledge, beauty, love, peace. The magic is in you, in your words, in your voice. Malala. Thank you for sharing this story with me today, and happy World Book Day.